So it's going to be large and flush chance. Johnson for another three-pointer.
And
That
it's
one
good.
goes. Couple of bites at the cherry there, but it's 6-0 Enumclaw. Really good showings from Enumclaw here. Lots of passing, lots of movement.
Love to see that
Good
deep
signs.
shot.
Absolutely. It's going to be Federal way with ball. Now they're coming left side wing. It's going to be into the paint, and it's blocked by Martel, and they're going to call that a shooting foul. 2 free throws for Federal way early on here.
You know, we want to see a whole lot of offense from these girls tonight. You know, Federal Way is a pretty good defensive team. So we want to see them be better on offense.
Absolutely. First free throw does not go for Federal Way. Off the back of the rim on that one. Stays 6-0 with 6:20 to go. Second one coming up here, and it is off the front of the rim that time, but they almost get their own rebound. It's going to fall to Caden Johnson. A bit of a scrum on the floor there. Looks like they're going to call that as Federal Way ball. So Federal Way are going to recover here. They might still get some chance for points. Going to be passed in by Maher on the baseline. Looking, he's going to be dished inside. Looking. He's got Ava Smith guarding. Looks to be Bongono on that for Federal Way. Outside left wing. It's going to be Maher driving into the paint. And stolen away there by Largent. And now it's going to be Martel coming down the right side wing. So back to Ava Smith. Looking for the mid-range jumper. Not there. Going to go to
Martel open.
Wide open three. And it goes. All 9 points so far comes from the three-point line for Enumclaw. Looking sharp out there.
Love to see that high three-point percentage from the team tonight.
Absolutely. And if you keep getting those opportunities, I'd say that's good to get that confidence early on from the three-point line. It's gonna be a mid-range jumper here, for Federal Way. It doesn't quite go, and girl ends up on the floor. It's gonna be out of play, and looks to be Enumclaw ball. They're gonna take over. Great defensive showing so far.
In for the Eagles, number 32.
And it looks like Federal Way gonna make a substitution. Here's gonna be Sierra Vifale coming in for, looks to be Ciara McVeigh for the Eagles. Gonna be with Johnson now to Van Hoof into Ava Smith, and he's got Martel wide open in the paint. Doesn't quite go on the layup. Missed opportunity there for Enumclaw. They cut away Federal Way's defense wide open on that one. It's going to be quick for Federal Way now, though. They've got an opportunity here coming down the right side.
Driving in.
Going to try to go for the backhand layup, but three Enumclaw defenders on that, and it's going to be out. Federal Way are going to retain possession. Going to be Maher passing this one in. Looking for the three-pointer. Federal Way, not quite. Was Vifale on the shot there, just subbed in, and that one's just going to dribble out from beyond the baseline. Enumclaw going to get possession.
Passed it out of bounds.
Absolutely. Good start from Enumclaw, though. Very strong defensive showing. They haven't given up anything so far this first quarter. Here comes Ava Smith now. And it's going to be out to Martel. Inside.
Right to Ava Smith.
On the inside.
Just gets it.
He's barely kept it in place. Back outside to Van Hoof. Lob pass. Tried to get up to Martel. It was a little bit too high off the fingertips and Federal Way. They're going to get that one back and come now with some speed here.
I mean, as you can see, Enumclaw here really 10 on the defense.
Ooh. Pass just goes astray there for Federal Way. It's off the fingertips, through the hands. Looks to be Bianca Lopez Ventura on that one, just off the fingertips and out of play into the cheerleaders.
Tapped it over her head.
I've done that before.
Absolutely. Out to Martel here on the right side. Dished in Ava Smith in the paint, driving through. It's going to be a floater. Not quite.
And just misses it.
And a bit of tussling there on the rebound.
Rough up for the ball.
Going to call that a foul against Enumclaw. A little bit too much aggression there.
Down for Federal Way. My apologies.
Absolutely. It's going to be a double substitution now for Enumclaw. Emma Holt and Cameron Thomas coming in for Ava Smith and Sydney Van Hoof. So first minutes of the night for these girls here.
In for the Eagles, number 35.
Still the 9-0 Enumclaw. We got 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Here comes Federal Way down the right side. Looking.
Federal Way sending a screen here.
Fair amount of Enumclaw defenders pushing up, but now they're going to sit off. And it's going to be
fighting for that ball.
Looks to be Emma Holt ended up on the floor there. It's just going to go out of play. And it's going to stay Federal Way ball. Maher's coming over to take it in.
Just slid by.
Absolutely. And now it's going to be dished in. There, it looks like Elliot Baker just about kept that in, but Enumclaw are going to come away with the ball now. It's a 3-on-1, 4-on-1 even. Going to go a few passes, ends up with Martel, blocked. Looked to be easy points for Enumclaw there, but Federal Way managed to get back in time and recover. Dished out now to Gianna Kier for Federal Way. It's going to be a three-pointer. Not
Emma
quite.
Holt with the
Rebounded
rebound.
there by Lodgett. Whistle is blown now.
For a travel on Emma Holt.
Yeah. It's going to be a Federal Way ball. They're going to get another chance here. They need to get some points on the board early. We've gone through almost a little bit over halfway of the first quarter here. Nothing. That one's in and out. 3-point line. That one's going to be
A shooting foul.
another shooting foul. Federal Way are going to get some more free throws here, some opportunity to get some points. Which they really need to take this opportunity here because, especially if they don't score in the first quarter, it's not a good sign.
I'm over here with 2 fouls back to back, a travel into a shooting foul. It's not looking too good on that side of the story, but first free throw, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Missed. Yeah, fortunately for Enumclaw, this game is 9-0. If it was a bit closer, you'd be thinking those mistakes might end up costing them later, but both free throws don't go again. Federal Way might be missing those opportunities later on in the game. And now it's going to be Claire Larger driving forward. It's going to be three-pointer. Not quite. Shot from Thomas doesn't go, and it's going to end up back with Thomas on that right side wing. Then you go out to Martel. Going to go back. Largen at the right side wing, going over to the point. Left side now with Johnson. Going to go for the three.
Johnson.
Not quite. Off the front side of the rim and back in Federal Way hands. Here they come now. Driving past.
Good pass through the defenders.
Drove past Thomas there. Now it's going to be the first point tonight for Federal Way. Simple layup off the backboard. Bank is open 9-2.
Good ball movement shown from Federal Way right there.
Absolutely. Largen now on the ball with the left side wing. It's going to go out to Martel. Looking. They're going to go corner now with Thomas. Going to go for the three-pointer. Not quite. Enumclaw love to take those three-point chances. Martel with the three-pointer now.
When it's blocked.
That one's blocked. Just lost its power there. And Federal Way going to come forward now. Whistle is blown, though, on that attack. It looks like they're going to call a foul on Federal Way there. And Enumclaw are going to get the ball back here. Ava Smith just checking in now for Hallie Martel. Back into the game. Enumclaw so far looking for a lot of three-pointers early.
Yeah, they seem to be just, putting up threes. And, 3 of the 5 they've put up have gone in, so.
Absolutely. It's going to go out now to Holt. Dished inside to Ava Smith. Not quite. Doesn't go. Federal Way don't get the rebound. It's going to fall a little bit short of Holt, though. Ava Smith's going to come in to recover now. She's going to turn around, go for the jumper. And it bounced a couple of times. Looked like it might fall in. Doesn't quite go. Federal Way going to end up with it. And they're going to call whistle again.
Just steps out of bounds. Federal Way.
Absolutely. Looks like Sydney Van Hoof also looking to check into the game now. Bella Pullman now coming to the sideline to check in for her first minutes of the game.
In for the Hornets.
Tonight, unfortunately, we do not have Kaylee Swanson in the squad with this team. She has an injury right now. Seen her on crutches around school lately, so unfortunately not going to be in the squad for tonight. Hopefully she gets better soon because this team needs her. She's a big part of the team, and it's going to be a big blow to not have her out there tonight.
Yeah, definitely. But you can definitely see how these girls are out here still, even without a big key piece of the team, still out here.
Absolutely. This group is very talented. Federal Way now with the ball. They're coming inside. Maher driving in the paint. Deflected off of Holt's fingertips. Gonna be Federal Way ball. Just waiting to see confirmation of whose ball that is gonna be. It is gonna be Federal Way ball. Officials originally looked like they might have put it in Enumclaw's way, but they are gonna give it to Federal Way now. Maher's gonna be passing it in. Just gonna go looking inside the paint, but nobody's there, not enough movement, and that's gonna fall a little bit short, and it's gonna be into the Enumclaw bench and roll out. Enumclaw will get possession. 2 minutes to go here, 9-2 to the Hornets after a strong first quarter showing. Van Hoof passing it in to Johnson, back to Van Hoof now coming up the middle of the court, taking on Vifale from Federal Way. It's gonna be out to Johnson on the left wing, looking for options, waiting for movement. Pullman's coming inside.
She's Pullman.
Gonna go, risky pass back to Van Hoof. It's stolen by Maher all the way for the simple layup.
Easy layup for Federal right there. That's textbook.
Maybe a lapse of judgment on that one. Just a bit of a risky pass in the first place, and just didn't quite get there. And it's gonna be taken away. And now it is gonna be a timeout called by Federal Way here. 9-4. Federal Way getting back into it a little bit. Just getting some offensive momentum going here. After starting 9-0, now they've got some layups going their way, and they're looking a little bit more cohesive. They're not giving away as many turnovers. They still need to work on it. I think we just had that pass that rolled out off of the pass inbounds. Things like that you want to cut out, of course, but yeah, looking good so far.
Other than that, Federal Way's defense tonight it's been looking pretty good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still held 9-4 as of right now.
Absolutely, it's still a very competitive game. So far, Enumclaw have not scored anything from that isn't from the 3-point line. So for Enumclaw, I'd say right now they want to try to get some points in the paint because they have not gotten anything going there yet. Out to Van Hoof on that right side point. She's gonna go now. Gonna dish it inside to Holt. Gonna put it up. There's the first point in the paint. You know, we talk about commentator's curse. That was a bit of commentator luck right there. First points in the paint, 11-4.
Let me see that.
And now Federal Way driving inside, just trying to body. It was Kier on that one. Federal Way.
Let's
now
see if we can get a little bit more luck. Let's get some points right here from the three.
Here. Van Hoof coming around to the point. Johnson's wide open for the three.
Johnson.
Bang!
And see, with Kane Johnson, that's what you love to see. I mean, she has such a deep bag.
Absolutely.
And the range is so immaculate. It's so deep. And
Absolutely.
That's a shot you don't tend to see her miss.
14-4 now for Enumclaw. Federal Way come forward. It's going to be floated from the 3-point line, blocked there by Holt, and the second attempt does not go. And they're just going to call another foul there on Enumclaw. Federal Way going to get the chance to get some points here. They need a response now. Deficit is 2-10. Want to keep it under double digits ideally, especially going into the second quarter. That one's going to end up on the floor as well. Pullman just tussling there. And it's going to end up on the floor again. That one's just dribbled out of play. Looks like it's going to be Kier getting up there, kind of covering her mouth a little bit. Could have gotten a smack to the face there. Got 30 seconds to go. It's going to be Federal Way now with the ball at the left side point. They're going to dish it into the paint. Coming around.
Pick and roll. And it's in.
Great move there for Vifale for the points. 14-6. Enumclaw still lead. It's going to be Van Hoof now. Been electric so far when she's on the ball. Getting the ball quite a lot. Coming out of the left wing. They're going to switch it. 3-pointer for Thomas. Doesn't quite go. And now it's going to be Federal Way coming quickly. It's a 2-on-2 here. They got every chance to score. It's Vifale on it for the jumper. Blocked. And Van Hoof is going to end up with the ball. And that will end the first quarter for us. Enumclaw lead 14-6. Pretty entertaining game so far. There's a lot in it. Both teams kind of, you know, Enumclaw started out the gate really quickly, with especially with those 3-pointers, just immediately getting on the ball and getting shots away. And Federal Way then started to claw back into it. You know, they've, since those 9 points, those 3 points for Enumclaw, Federal Way actually outscored us by 1. And so this game definitely has every chance of becoming competitive here.
Oh, 100%. I feel, I mean, especially in the beginning of the first quarter, I mean, Federal Way did hold us for a while. And then just at that, you know, that end of the quarter, I mean, the girls seemed to pop off and, on Enumclaw. So I think if Federal Way is just able to dig in deep here and just, I think it's going to be a long game.
Absolutely. They need to withstand some pressure, and they have done that fairly effectively. They just got to limit the 3-point range because, I mean, they gave away the Kane Johnson wide open 3-pointer. Those are plays that you just cannot let happen because this Enumclaw team is very dangerous from the 3-point line, as we've seen in previous weeks. And then especially hitting so far they've hit 4 3-pointers. They have 14 points, 12 of those are from the 3-point line. You have to limit those opportunities because that's where Enumclaw is really going to hurt the Federal Way team.
I mean, if you see someone with the range in the bag, or someone like Kane Johnson, you do not want to leave her open.
No way.
That's just easy points for that team.
Enumclaw getting started. Again, the second quarter start is going to be into Ava Smith
Posting
in the paint.
up with the hook.
Right.
Just misses.
It's going to hit the underside of the net there. Federal Way are going to rebound. It's Kier with the rebound. Kier's going to end up with the ball now on the left side. They're going to go Mars wide open for a 3-pointer. That one's just drifting a little bit too far right. And that one now
Emma Holt saves it.
Absolutely. Took a bit of a tumble there. Clear largely coming on the right side now, waiting for teammates to get up there. She's going to try to get a lob over the top of the defense into Johnson. A little bit out of her reach to the left side. It's going to go out of play. Federal Way ball. Federal Way now taking it in on the right-hand side. They've got both Larger and Johnson just giving them a little bit of trouble in the backcourt. Coming up the court now. They're driving all the way into the paint here. Tried to get a bounce pass in through to Kier, but it's going to be out now. It's going to be, it looks like it's off of an Enumclaw foot. Maher's going to be taking it in here for Federal Way. They're going to go out to the right side. Maybe looking for a 3-point opportunity. Going to switch it one way back the other way. And just off of Kier's hands there. Now it's going to be quick up to Ava Smith. Could go for the layup. Gets it. 16-6. 10-point lead is restored for Enumclaw. It's going to be Maher in the backcourt. That was a risky pass. They're going to call a foul, though, on Enumclaw.
Little rough right there with the...
Yeah, Claire Lodgen on that one just poked her hands in a little bit too much there. And they're going to call that. So Maher's going to pass it in here for Federal Way. Need some points pretty soon. Just need to try and close that gap. get it within a reasonable margin here. Because realistically, this whole game, Claw's been up by at least 8 or 9 for most of the game. You need to try to get that down towards the 5-point range, 4-point range, make it manageable.
Try to toss it around, jumping out of bounds.
Yeah,
Jumped a little too late.
a little bit errant. It's going to be Martel checking in now for Emma Holt for the Hornets. And Van Hoof's going to take it in on the baseline for Claw. Here she comes up the right side. Just getting hounded in the backcourt a little bit. It's going to go into Ava Smith. Out to Johnson. Could go for the 3 again. She's going to go inside, though.
Pump fake floater.
Doesn't quite go.
Just goes out.
And they're going to call that off of Federal Way hands.
Claw's ball.
Kier was going in for the rebound there, but couldn't quite get a hold of it, and it's off of her fingertips. So it's going to be over the top now to Ava Smith for the floater, and not quite. That one's just going to fall short. Kier tries to keep it in, does effectively. Federal Way just about keep possession. Now they've got a bit of a breakaway going here. Out to Vitale, and that one doesn't quite go. A little bit too much power off of the backboard, and Ava Smith now coming with some speed on the left side. This game turned very end-to-end. Out to Largent, going to go to Martel on that right side into Johnson. Smith at the mid-range, not quite.
Just misses.
Vitale on the rebound, stolen by Largent, but manages to keep it in. Johnson could go for the 3, does go for the 3.
And it's good.
Oh my word. Kaden Johnson from the 3-point line so far is looking exceptional. 19-6 Claw now. Timeout is going to be taken here. Looks like it's going to be a Federal Way timeout. No, they're going to call it non-timeout. It's going to be Claw ball. Off of Federal Way, they're going to go Ava Smith quick. Not quite.
Just missed it.
Thought they were calling a timeout there, but it ended up off of Federal Way player. Federal Way now, speaking of which, going for the 3-pointer here. Not quite. A little bit too far. And now Claw are going to recover. It's up with Largent coming up the middle. Johnson to the left wing. Going to go Van Hoof left side. 3-pointer again. 22-6. My word, Claw Hornets have a day from the 3-point line. We're only not even halfway through the second quarter here. We've played a quarter, not even a quarter and a half. And they are just hitting so many 3-pointers. I think they've got now.
We're sitting on 7.
6 3-pointers. 6 3-pointers. 18 points of their 22 have come to the 3-point line. They are just on fire from out there. And if you're Federal Way, you got to be thinking, how do we stop this? We are now in a timeout. Federal Way have called a timeout just now with the score at 22-6. Ultimately now, deficit's now 16. Federal Way have let this one get a little bit out of control here in the last minute or so.
I think if I'm Federal Way, I think I'd want to definitely keep up and be in the face of Johnson here.
Absolutely. You cannot let Kane Johnson get open for that 3-point line. She's punished them already multiple times. This is going to be the #1 target, I think, that they have to neutralize if you're Federal Way.
I mean, honestly, I think the same thing could be said for every single girl tonight. I mean, they've just been very accurate from the 3 tonight.
Yes, absolutely. It's rare that you see teams with the majority of the points from the 3-point line, especially with the kind of shooting accuracy that we've seen so far tonight. Over half of them have gone in. Over half of the 3-point shots that we've seen attempted have gone in. It's pretty incredible the thing to see.
Team shooting just over 50% on their 3-pointers. I mean, this is looking good for the Claw Hornets tonight.
Yes, if they can keep this accuracy up, they are going to be rolling tonight. Meanwhile, we got Federal Way coming out of the timeout here. They're going to get us started. Ball is back in play with Lopez Ventura. He's going to go out right side. Back to Lopez Ventura coming in. And it's just going to be intercepted there by Ava Smith. And it's going to be up to Van Hoof quickly. Got a little bit of space. Going to go for the 3-pointer.
3. And it's good.
Just can't stop him right now from the 3-point line. 25-6. 19-point gap has opened up. Federal Way needs some response. They're coming down the right side. It's going to be put up a bit of a floater. Vitale manages to recover it. It's going to go out now with Baker. Back inside of the paint. Going to be with Bongono. Now it's going to be into the paint, and they're going to call that. Waiting for. They are going to call that as a foul against Claw. So Federal Way are going to keep the ball here. Claw now going to make some substitutions. They've got Pullman and Emma Holt coming in for Van Hoof and for Ava Smith, both of who have run their butts off so far. You know, I've seen Cindy Van Hoof already multiple times. She's getting the ball started. Bit of a scrum now in the paint. As I was saying, Cindy Van Hoof just absolutely electric, on fire. She's got so much speed just coming down the court.
Coming down.
Federal Way now with the ball, looking. It's going to be with Baker at the point. They're going to go left side wing with Lopez Ventura. It's going to be stolen. It's going to be Holt on the ball, taking a little bit of time to recover. It's going to be out to Johnson. Left side, Thomas wide open three. Not quite off the front of the rim. Johnson's gonna get the rebound though. Inside to
pass.
Holt, turns around, puts it up. Not quite off the rim, that one as well. And it's gonna be rebounded there by Chloe Jeffries for Federal Way. And here they come now. They're gonna go left side, a bit of a high pass, lob pass. Vitale, three-pointer, not quite. Off the front of the rim as well on that one. It's gonna be up to Pullman on the left side. Stolen there by Federal Way. They're gonna manage to recover it. Now Pullman and Baker, both from Unicorn Federal Way, end up on the floor. And they are gonna call that, just waiting on the signal. They're gonna call it Federal Way ball here. It's gonna be Vitale. She's been all over the place for Federal Way so far. She's been at the heart of almost everything that this Eagles team is doing so far. Sierra Vitale, absolutely incredible.
Very dominant, very prevalent, to a very key piece to this team.
Long range from Kier, not quite. Gonna be a little bit short, and Federal Way just ends up on the floor there on that far sideline. Looks to be Lopez Ventura, who was on the ground. Inquan make another sub here. It's gonna be Jalen Martinez coming for Hallie Martell. First minutes of the night for her. We have got 3 minutes and 47 to go in the second quarter. Inquan 25, Federal Way 6. Here comes Thomas down the right side. Gonna be bounce pass inside to Coleman. Coming back to Johnson in the paint.
And an easy
layup. 27-6. Just really good ball movement there. Not too much fuss about it. Just get it on the outside, get it back in the paint. Easy points. That one's just gonna be stripped. It was Pullman on the foul there. And Federal Way are going to keep the ball. Give me a shoot. They're gonna call that as a shooting foul. Looked to be like it might have just been a little hand there, but they are gonna call that a shooting foul. First shot up for Federal Way. Goes. First free throw of the night made for this Federal Way team, and now they are going to make a substitution. Maher back in for Kier. Second shot about to go.
Second free throw is
And that one
good.
also goes. Going to be 27-8 now. So that was a bit of a risky pass. It's going to be out to Thomas, though, with a lot of choice. Going to go switch it all the way to the side. Martinez. Going to go back to Johnson coming down the left side. Looking for the three-pointer.
That's out.
Little bit short on that one. Haven't seen her miss too many tonight, but that one was a little bit short off the rim.
Second missed shot out of 5.
That one's going to be open for a Maher three, and just not quite, a little bit too much power. I'm not entirely sure if that one would have counted as a 3. It looked like our trainers might have been on the line. Going to be over now to Thomas. Looking. And that was just going to be a stray pass. Lopez Ventura was in her face, and Maher's going to come up with it now for Federal Way. Outside. Now, it's going to be off the side of the backboard, that shot for Federal Way. And Inquan going to recover. Here comes Thomas again down the right side. Just holding up here. Going to go Pullman. Little lob pass inside for Martinez. Not quite. It's going to be Pullman on the rebound. And that one they are going to call as a shooting foul. 2 shots coming up for the Hornets.
Left wrist. I mean, it happens.
Absolutely. Blake Hansen looking like she's coming in for her first minutes of the game coming up shortly, as well as Cindy Van Hoof checking back in. First shot for Pullman's going to be coming up here momentarily. First shot is up and off the front of the rim and out. Not quite. Now those double subs are going to be made for Inquan. It's going to be Caden Johnson and Emma Holt coming out for this Hornets team. Blake Hampton, I haven't seen too much of her this season so far as we've been doing our commentary here. Excited to see what she can do.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I've seen her at some pickup games. I mean, she can get on this court and she can show you what's up for sure.
Absolutely. Second shot does go, and now Pullman's going to check out. Largent is in 28-8 for Enumclaw. That 20-point lead, Federal Way got to get some points here. They got the ball out on that left side wing with Maher. Switching it all the way to the other side for Lopez Ventura. Just sitting on that right side point, looking for options. They're going to switch it, coming back around the left side. Now it's going to be the left side wing. Up at the point, driving into the paint. And that was just going to be an errant pass there from Baker. Going to end up back in Federal Way hands, though. And now Baker's going to have it again. Shot clock expires. Shot does go, but does not get in time. Very, very close for Federal Way. They really could have needed those points. But Enumclaw instead are going to get the ball back here with a chance to extend. Going to end up with Thomas on the left side. They're going to go up to Largent now. Almost got stolen away. Now they're going to go Van Hoof to the right side point. They got Thomas wide open three. Not quite. And now Federal Way are going to come away with it. Coming originally right side. Now they go left side with Maher. Looking, they're going to switch it back right side wing. You're going to drive inside. Lodging almost poked it away there. Fedraway going to end up with it on the left side now. Almost
Just
poked away
pokes it
again.
out.
Hansen on that one. Going to go right side now, and they are going to call that as a timeout called by Federal Way. They've already burned through, I think, 3 of their 5 timeouts here in the first half.
They have.
Clearly, their coach is not too happy with what's going on out there. I mean, they're down 20. We've got 1:20 to go here in the second quarter. Federal Way need to limit Enumclaw's points, ultimately. They're down 20, and they've not even put up double digits yet this first half. They need to start converting some of their offensive because they're getting the chances.
Oh, 100%.
And they've been very close to converting some of these chances. I mean, as we've seen, a couple of seconds there, they would have had 2 extra points. And, you know, they've had a couple of shots that have gone wayward, unfortunately. But they're close.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, the struggle that I've seen at least so far tonight is an issue of being pressured by the shot clock.
Yes.
I think once that last 5 seconds comes down, I think the brains kind of go scramble.
Yes, and what I guess what you could say is they have a lot of ball movement around the paint and around the key, and they're not doing anything with it.
Yeah, their ball movement is amazing. I mean, I've seen amazing passes tonight. I mean, just earlier, when they had their last bucket was an amazing pass through the defenders, and they've been doing this all night, but you know,
inside to Hansen there, and it's just going to be called as a shooting foul. 2 more free throws for Enumclaw. And as you're saying with Federal Way, what I would say is they just need to put the ball up especially when you get down to those last few seconds. They're getting a lot of good passes, you alluded to. They're switching it from wing to wing.
Yeah,
they just need to get those shots away. First shot for Hansen here, free throw, banger.
It's good.
Switched 29-8. Second shot coming up. First couple shots I've seen of Blake Hansen this season, pretty interesting.
Second free throw.
And it does go as well. Looks like we're going to get Senna Burt coming in now for the Hornets for Cameron Thomas. First minutes for Senna Burt tonight. 30-8 lead now for Enumclaw. Federal Way have got to make these possessions count here before halftime. They're just getting hounded here. It's going to be Martinez and Lodge again that's in trouble. They're going to go down the right side, though. Going to end up with Baker back in the key, and not quite. They're going to call that as a foul against Enumclaw. Jalen Martinez being called with that foul there, and Maher's going to pass it in here. The one thing I'd say Enumclaw probably want to work on second half is the fouls. They've been getting a lot of fouls called against them tonight for simple stuff, just reaching in a little bit too much, and they're going to want to cut that one out as a shot goes up from Federal Way, airballed. And Enumclaw are going to they have 50 seconds. They're probably going to get one more possession here. They're going to call that off of Enumclaw. Look to be off of Federal Way. They're going to call it off of Enumclaw. So Maher's going to get a chance to bring it in, but it's going to be stolen away straight away from Van Hoof. So Enumclaw are going to go ball back anyway. Here comes Lodge in now. She's got Van Hoof to her left. Going to go Martinez. Boom! Mid-range, 32-8. Great shot there from Jalen Martinez. Another player I haven't seen too much of this season. A couple of those fringe players getting some more minutes tonight than we've seen regularly this season. And here comes Federal Way with a lot of speed off the side of the backboard again, though. A little bit too much heat on that.
Van Hoof.
Van Hoof's going to come up. He's going to go deep pass left side.
Hansen.
Just getting a little bit of trouble there.
Bumps
Almost
it out.
stolen. Hansen's going to end up with it on the floor. And they're going to give that against Enumclaw. So Federal Way are going to get the ball here. They have 13 seconds, down 32-8. Maximum points here. Ideally an and one maybe or a three-pointer. Probably their best bet. Here comes Federal Way now. They've got clock rolling. Maher inside into the paint.
Pass.
Not quite. Just a little bit short on the layup there. And now Enumclaw, they're going to throw up one last one.
Down.
Not quite going to reach from Van Hoof there. Just the last second heave. So they enter the half. Score Enumclaw 32, Federal Way 8. Enumclaw so far doing a great job defensively of just limiting opportunities. Keeping Federal Way under 10 points in the first half is an incredible achievement. You know, it's not very easy to do that for any team.
Yeah, I mean,
To keep them under 10 points is incredible.
I mean, realistically, I think Federal Way tonight needs to kind of just dig in and definitely work on that defense. Stop. Don't allow Enumclaw to score. At least minimize that. And, but yeah, all right.
Absolutely. We are going to take a 10-minute break here for halftime. We will leave you with the score. Enumclaw 32, Federal Way 8. See you on the other side.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It's a technical difficulty to start off the second half, so we are. Interesting way to get it started.
Went for a layup and I mean all her body just crossbodied her midair.
Absolutely. Just had a little bit of technical difficulties with our soundboard. So we are back underway now. It is 32-18 clock to start off the second half. This game has been a pretty interesting game. We were talking about half time, and the best I could describe this game is very competitive on the court, but the scoreboard doesn't reflect it. Both teams, I think, are playing a great game.
Oh, 100%.
It's just Federal Way isn't the score. And so the scoreboard doesn't reflect it. It's a 24-point gap at half time. But this game has been a very good game.
Yeah, I mean, Federal Way's been playing amazing defense, and I mean, their ball. So, sorry, their ball movement is very good. I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. Now her just coming in the feet there, large and poking out, so in the keeper. Outside now.
No, it's good to
Looks to be Jake. And go inside, and that's going to be part of a free throw. Two free throws coming up.
Just on the floor there. It's a chance here for Featherweight to get some much needed points, try to claw their way back. I mean, 24 points down, you got to think it's going to be difficult for them to get back in this, but if they can really limit Claw, which I think they can do as long as they don't give up too many 3-point opportunities and they start to convert some of the chances they're getting, it's possible.
Yeah, and I think definitely we talked about it during the halftime break. If they were able to just start getting their shots up, Federal Way could definitely get themselves back into this game.
Absolutely. The first shot does not go for them. Second shot coming up. Up and also off the front of the rim. Opportunity there for Federal Way. They are going to miss that. Ava Smith, quick pass up. It's just going to be out. A little bit too much. It's going to be off of Federal Way hands, though. Claw get a little bit lucky there. They're going to keep the ball. Maybe a little bit too much zip on that pass up to Ava Smith. Good idea, though. And now she is going to be the one to take the ball in here for the Hornets. 6:57 to go. 32-8. Off to Kane Johnson on that right side. Going to go back immediately, and Davis Smith's going to turn a girl around.
Oh.
And that's going to be a shooting foul there on Sierra McVeigh for Federal Way. Claw now with their chance to get 2 free throws. It's going to be Ava Smith to take them here. Just waiting for the Federal Way formation to get set up, and now Ava Smith's got the ball in her hands. First shot up, and it is off the back of the rim. Very, very nearly went in there.
Let's see if we get the second shot up.
Second shot coming up. Up, and same result. Off the back of the rim and off the backboard, and now Federal Way coming the other way. You're going to skate there. Would have been bad if they'd given up any points there. At this stage, they really cannot afford to be giving up opportunities like that, and they got away with one there.
On the ground.
Yeah, giving away a free pass there to Federal Way. Now they're going to go right side. But off the fingertips, that one's just going to go almost a little bit straight. They managed to keep it in, but it's all the way in the backcourt. Now they're going to pull that as a foul. Yeah, even Clay are going to need to go back here. Unfortunate turn of events of Federal Way. Look like they're piecing something together, but just one straight pass derailed that. Now it's going to be back with Larson up to Van Hoof coming in. Going to lob it up to Ava Smith in the paint where she's best. A little bit too much on the layup there. Now she takes a tumble. Now Claw temporarily with four women. And it's going to be to Maher right side. Back to Maher. Going to go left side wing now for Federal Way with Baker coming around. Got Large and covering. Going to be intercepted almost by Martel. Couldn't quite get enough on it. It's out with Maher right wing. Now they're going to switch it back again.
Up for the 2.
Not quite. And they're going to keep it. Not quite again. Very good play there from Federal Way. Just absolutely ran on in there. Claw didn't expect it at all, and they managed to get it back, but they missed the follow-up shot, unfortunately. They are going to keep the ball back here, though. You got Thomas checking in now for Lodgins for the Hornets. And Federal Way Maher is out for the Eagles. So Federal Way going to keep on the right side. Almost intercepted by Johnson there. Ball's going to end up in a bit of a scrum with Smith and with McVeigh there. And they're going to call that Federal Way ball again. So they're still going to get it with a chance to get some points. It's going to be passed in here. Going to go deep. Deep pass. Almost two girls ended up on a bit of a confusion there. They're going to go mid-range from the free throw line. Not quite. And Ava Smith with the rebound. And now she's going to give it out to Thomas, or to Johnson, sorry, on that left side. looking for options, taking time here, coming around the right side, got the screen from Smith there. Now I'm going to go inside to Martell. 2
And it's
points. 34-8. Even Claw. Federal Way need a response now.
Martel showing her physical dominance in the paint here.
Here we go. It's a foul on that one. Almost
Johnson takes it.
intercepted. Got too many players on that right side, but they're going to get the three-pointer opportunity by foul line. Not
Oh,
quite.
and just misses.
Really could have done with that. Martell's going to get the rebound, and it's up to Van Hoof now, but they've only got 2 girls up. And Van Hoof tried to get that away to Johnson. Not quite. She's going to stay down. A little bit of pain there, trying to run it off. Got Fowley coming in now for the layup. Not quite. A little bit too much to the right. And they're going to blow a whistle here. It is going to be a couple of substitutions now for both sides. It's going to be timeout. Timeout for Eden Claw.
After that fall, Van Hoof seemed to have been limping.
Yeah, not a good look. She's on the bench now. Not good for Eden Claw, especially if Van Hoof has to sit out for, even a quarter. That's this quarter off the worst of the game. She's been electric tonight. She's been a good source of speed so far for this team. And, she's a really good ball carrier and good when you give her the ball in the backcourt and she takes it up and knows what to do with it. She's a big weapon. She is now on better side off the bench. Looks like she will have to come out for at least a little bit, but that's better signs. Hopefully she can get back out there soon. Just talking with Coach Danny Graham about what happened that looks like.
Most likely, I feel like we're going to see her fourth quarter. We're going to see her come back.
Yeah, just take a breather, recover a little bit. Eden Claw going to keep the ball back here. It's going to be Caden Johnson to pass it in. We got just under 5 minutes to go here in the third. It's going to be from Thomas back to Johnson now in the backcourt. Too much for offense. Got Smith to the left, nobody to the right. Just coming around, trying to get it somewhere. Maybe it's a Holt now. Just trying to get back to Johnson, and that one's going to go a little bit stray. Ends up on the floor. Now Federal Way coming away. It's a 2-on-0 for Federal Way. Amy McVeigh for the layup, and it doesn't quite go. Rolls off the top of the rim. That's all it takes. Smith a little bit too much. Kept it in though. Johnson three-pointer. Oh, Smith rebound. Gets it. Bit of chaos down there for Eden Claw. I don't know how that quite worked out, but it is 36-8 now. 28-point lead. Federal Way desperately need points and just not taking the opportunities. Here they come for the layup though, and it's that one. I'm just giving them some luck tonight with some of the things I'm saying. As I say, they need some luck. They get some luck.
Love to see that Federal Way here.
Absolutely. Look to be Bongono on that shot. Pullman's coming in now for Martell for the Hornets. And Bongono's going to take this one shot now for Federal Way to reduce the deficit to 36-11.
I think there was one word to describe these Hornet girls tonight, it would definitely be hustle.
Absolutely. As that shot goes from Bongono, 36-11 now for
Just constant, just go from all of them.
Absolutely. I mean, they show no sign of slowing down. They just got a lot of speed, a lot of energy. They're playing with a lot of confidence. I think right now we have an 8-3 record. We've had a really good season. You can tell these girls know that they've got it in them to win games. And they're overflowing with confidence right now. They got Ava Smith in the paint and the floater. Another 2 points. 38-11 for Eden Claw. Here comes Federal Way now down the other side.
I mean, you just can't leave someone, her skill in the paint wide open.
Three-pointer shot for Federal Way. It's off the front of the rim there from Varvale, and there's going to be a couple of players on the ground there. It's Coleman for Eden Claw, and Bongono looks like for Federal Way, as Logic and Van Hoof come in now for Thomas and for Van Hoof. Raven Smith, sorry. And they are going to have Federal Way ball now. Options here. They're going to dump it in. Up to Pierre, going to go right side, mid-range, doesn't quite go there, and it's going to be out. Kane Johnson trying to get on it. It is going to be off Federal Way, so it's going to be a ball now. 38-11, 3:30 exactly to go here in the third quarter, and it is going to be Van Hoof taking the ball in here to Logic on the back door. Back to Van Hoof on the right side. Here's that speed we've been talking about, coming down the right side all the way. Now looking to hold up and look for options. It's going to be into Coleman. That was just blocked away. I'm going to say that's a clean block. Federal Way are going to come away with it now. Federal Way defends this game, and fairly impressive.
100%.
Eden Claw definitely got some luck with the three-point shots, but otherwise, as a two-pointer goes for Federal Way there, 38-13. Otherwise, they've been playing quite well. They've been really eliminating opportunities. And now here comes Lodge all the way in, and it's going to be just an offline pass there, and a hole was wide open to the left side, but it's just not quite online there, and it's going to be effectively a ball. You know, they're going to call that's going to make it offensive way. Actually, they're going to say that's in the ball. It's surprising there, and it's going to be James Johnson taking it in to hold off out to that hoof on that left side wing. Faking out defender. He's going to be inside to hold the paint now, turning around out to Logic. Mid-range shot off the side of the rim there. Not quite now. It's going to be dumped up
right there.
Tried to get up to Lopez Ventura. 3-pointer. And not quite online from Thomas there. It's going to be Federal coming away with it again. Desperately need points here. Going to be in to Baker.
Picked up by Holt.
Just Enumclaw getting some real good turnovers here. In for Logic all the way. Not quite a little too much. Corner rebound. Not quite. They're going to almost end up with that few Enumclaw goes. It's a 3-on-0 for Federal Way now. And that's just an easy layup. 3 Enumclaw girls ended up on the ground and just couldn't recover in time. 38-15 to Enumclaw. 2 minutes to go here. It's going to be a lot of speed from watching. And that was just intercepted there by Montgomery. It looks like for Federal Way.
Just rolled off.
Absolutely. Ava Smith looks like she's going to be checking into the game shortly here. And she will be checking in now for Coleman for this Enumclaw team. Yep, 2 minutes and 1 second to go in the claw ball. Gonna be into Holt over the shoulder. Turn around, they're gonna it's dead here. They're gonna travel. Shot did go on the end of that, but it is a away ball now. Deficit is currently at 23. Need to try to get that to a more manageable number. And that one, Logic put that straight out. Pass came in bounds, and Logic just swatted that right back out again. So that's why we're gonna make a substitution here. Maher is coming in for Fale now.
I mean, they're there with full court press you see here. I mean, Enumclaw tends to run a full court press. I mean, it's effective.
Absolutely, it works. That one's also out. They're gonna say now that is Enumclaw ball, and it's gonna be large and taking that in. So the full court press does work really well there. That's a way to set up a bit of a ball kill on the baseline. It's gonna be Smith. And he shot 40 to 15.
I mean, the defender wasn't paying attention. That's what happens. I mean, if you don't want to pay attention, that's all.
Absolutely. And it's going to be in for Kier for the 2-point easy bank shot. A lot of space there.
Speaking of easy bucket, wasn't there to defend that shot?
Absolutely not. 40 to 17. Now here comes Ava Smith on the right side. Spinning away, almost lost it. Lost a bit of grip on the ball there. Can be out Logic left side wing. Inside now to Ava Smith again. Not quite. Almost gets the rebound there. Johnson and Ava Smith hustling. They're going to get that the way of Federal Way. Now it looks like Cameron Thomas back in the game. Seen more minutes from her tonight than we've seen for most of this season. You know, maybe playing a little bit more in the absence of Kaylee Swanson tonight. I'm very impressed though from what I've seen from her tonight. It's going to be Ava Smith coming out. You know, we've seen a lot of players tonight that haven't played too many minutes so far this season, and I think they've all been pretty exceptional. It just shows the depth that this squad has. If this squad goes, you know, deep into playoffs, they've got the squad depth to handle anything, any potential injuries that come their way. As we've already seen so far, as another 2-pointer shot goes up for Federal Way, it is now 40 to 19. Here comes Enumclaw left side, gonna be wide open 3-4 Thomas. Not quite off the backside of the rim. Federal Way are going to recover. As I was saying, if they go deep into playoffs, they've got the squad depth to handle anything, and I think that this squad could definitely make a good run if they can put it all together. Maher gets the shot up, and it's going to be, looks to maybe be hands close in the face there, and it's going to be 2 shots coming up here for Federal Way to reduce that deficit to under 20, which they desperately need to do here going into the 4th quarter. Looks like we're going to have Martel checking in shortly, probably after this first shot from Maher for the Eagles. 53.4 left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, we're going to see next quarter if Federal Way here can kind of dig in deep and
make more of a game of this. Yes, first shot up, not quite off to the right side. Now Martel will come in for Holt. And Federal Way will make a sub. They're throwing in Olivia Barrett. Looks like Bongono is the one taken out. Haven't seen too much of Olivia Barrett so far tonight. For Federal, see how she fares. Maybe a bit of a top change to try to get something. And Enumclaw's throw a hook wide open. 2 points. Not what Federal Way won. They missed the free throw and gave up 2 points pretty quickly on the other side. Bit of a bad recipe right there. And Federal now, the original shot was swatted out again by Enumclaw from that full court press, so Maj gonna have to pass it in again here. And everybody's covered. Really good job from Enumclaw covering up. Managed to get it off to Baker. Now she's gonna have to look for options. Lodgen and Thomas on her there. Now it's with a bit of a scrum with Lopez Ventura and with Thomas there. They're gonna call a foul on that one.
Sydney Van Hook.
Yeah. Just silly little mistakes like that are probably what Danny Graham's gonna want to cut out now from this Enumclaw team. And that is 5 fouls. So now Featherweight are gonna get 2 shots here. Just little fouls like that are the things that you just cut out of the game, right?
Yeah, you want to try and avoid those best possible.
Absolutely. First shot is up for Featherweight. Does go. Those little things like that, especially as you go deep into playoffs, as I said just a few minutes ago, those are the things that can make or break a game.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
in this game, they probably won't make much of a difference. It's 42-20, but in those games, those things you just want to eliminate. 42-21, both 2 shots are good for Federal Way. They managed to take advantage. And now here comes Lodgen, stolen away there by Lopez Ventura, who made the 2 shots. And she's going to end up on the floor. It's going to be Federal though. Can we get some much needed points here? They can get a couple of shots away. We got 23 seconds left in the quarter. They could be in position to make a bit of a run here going into the 4th.
See if they can get a 3 out here.
Absolutely. That would make this a pretty interesting position. Gonna go right side now to Lopez Ventura, just looking for options. Dish inside, trying to get that layup. Now they're gonna go outside for the mid-range jumper. Not quite. Almost somehow managed to get the rebound out of that.
Back.
A couple of lucky bounces. Now they're going to go for the 3 from Lopez Ventura. And it's in! Right as the buzzer goes for the end of the 3rd quarter, 42-24. Sets the 4th quarter up potentially for a Featherweight comeback. Ultimately,
I mean, 100% for Featherweight. This is a good feeling, you know, after hitting that right near the buzzer. I mean, I think hopefully, you know, for them, for their sake, you know, this gives them a little bit more motivation, digs in deep. For both teams to cut out those tiny mistakes and, you know, learn from it.
Absolutely. The deficit right now sits at 18. They've managed to close the gap there that 3rd quarter. Can they limit Enumclaw enough, though, in the 4th quarter to make a game out of this? Because, I mean, the deficit at halftime is 24. So they outscored us by 6 points that quarter. Can they outscore us by enough, though, to make a comeback? Because they really cannot. They have to convert more of their offensive chances, and they are doing a pretty good job of limiting us defensively.
100%.
To their credit, they've done a great job, I think, defensively today of keeping us out. We only scored, I think, 10 points that quarter. They really cannot allow them any more than like 4, though, this 4th quarter, if they want any chance. And they've got to convert on almost every single chance that they get. As we just heard, Eric Fiedler is going to be crowned fan of the game here tonight. A new tradition that we're doing at Enumclaw High School for every basketball game. We've got a fan of the game that is selected, and they win a free T-shirt.
You know, I was hoping one day, you know, maybe one of you and me might get that one day.
As broadcasters?
As broadcasters, I mean, we are pretty big fans of the sport out here and big fans of the team.
Potentially.
Well,
that'd be a pretty interesting way to win it. It's going to go inside to Martel for the layup. And doesn't quite go. They do manage to hold on to the rebound, though. Get a couple of lucky bounces. It's going to be out to Lodgen. Right side, Van Hoof. Does go. Swish. I mean, 44-24.
Van Hoof, you know, she's very effective from the mid-range. And that's, you know, with a Johnson 3, I mean, it's a shot you don't see her miss often.
Absolutely. Featherweight just couldn't respond there. They come down and miss a little floater. It's going to be Johnson coming all the way now. Van Hoof now on the left side wing. Out to Lodgen coming around right side. And it almost was there for a Thomas 3-pointer attempt, but it's just in the hands. Just couldn't quite hold on to it. Featherweight get away with one there, sorry. And now they come forward again, needing some desperate points. It's a 20-point deficit. They got to try to make up as much of that as they can in as little time as possible. Got 7 minutes to go. Can they do it? Here they come now on the right side wing.
Van Hoof.
Got Baker coming inside. Now they're going to go all the way to the other side. Great switch there. Outside for the 3-pointer. Off the front of the rim was a little bit short. They keep it in. 2 points. Very good job there for Featherweight to keep that one alive after the 3-pointer and get the rebound in the paint. That is absolutely what this team needs right now. As Martel for the 3 doesn't try the shot. Now she's going to go for the layup, and they are going to call that. Not a shooting foul, but they are going to say it's out. And as Ava Smith checks in now for Van Hoof, Enumclaw going to retain possession. 44-26 to score. We've got 6:39 to go in the fourth. And it's going to be out to Martell. Now it's going to be into Ava Smith. Out to Largent for the mid-range again. Not quite. Bounced off the rim 3 times. Federal Way rebound. Maher on that one. Going to go out to Baker now. Coming on the right side. Johnson on her. Baker going all the way.
The floater.
Not quite.
Just misses.
They haven't had too much success with the floater. It's a 3-on-1 for Freedom Claw.
0-step.
Ava Smith draws the foul there, it looks like. And it's going to be 2 shots coming up for Freedom Claw here. Those are the kind of things that you just don't want to give away for Federal Way right now. Little things like that, man, they just kill your momentum. As Ava Smith is going to be taking these 2 shots.
First one.
That was just off the side of the rim there, not quite. Federal Way, if they can get away with shooting foul, not giving up any points, might be able to go convert and get the deficit down even more. Second one goes up. Not quite off the rim again. Federal Way.
Get it back.
Washington gets it. Ava Smith again. That one goes. Federal Way almost got away with one there, but they just couldn't quite stop Ava Smith on that rebound. They're going to get 2 points anyway. Freedom Claw, 46-26.
She's so dominant in the paint. I mean, she knows what she's doing.
Absolutely. Federal Way now coming around the right side with Lopez. They're going to put it up. They get 2 points in a row back. 46-28.
Right there.
They are fighting. Here comes Largent now with some speed all the way.
Down.
Trying to get into Ava Smith again. Gets 2 points herself again. 48-28. Looks like a double sub coming up here for Federal Way. It's McVeigh is one of them. And it's going to be Bongono, which is the other one. It's going to be 2 point attempts from Federal Way. Doesn't quite go. Now it's got Martell. Federal Way. Great defensive play there, but they're going to let it go out a little bit too. And they're going to manage to get away with that one. It's off their mutual hands as Largent's out, Holt is in. And Federal Way are also going to make the double substitution that I alluded to a few seconds ago. Here comes Federal Way. 48-28. It's a 20-point deficit. They got to reduce that gap right now. This is the time. Here comes Federal Way down at the point. It's with Lopez Ventura. Going to go inside. Looking for options. Outside for a 3-pointer.
Sending it up.
Got it!
It's good.
3 for number 4.
Elia Baker on the 3-pointer. That is exactly what they needed. Deficit down to 17. Can they get a stop here? 5 minutes to go. 17-point deficit. Ava Smith puts it up.
Sends it up.
Not quite, and they don't quite get the rebound either. Federal Way are going to get the ball back. Can they get a run going? It's Bongono with the ball put in to Baker. Federal Way need points now. Every possession they have, realistically, needs to go in. Out with McVeigh inside. It's going to be out with Lopez Ventura on the right side, but the step back, not quite, a little bit short.
Just misses.
And Enum Clark are going to recover. They're going to call that a foul, looks like, holding.
Holding foul on McVeigh here.
Yes, now Federal Way are going to be committing fouls like that.
And for the Hornets, number 11.
Van Hoof now, especially because if you get over 5 fouls, it's 2 shots. And right now they can't afford that. They can't afford giving away fouls at that stage.
Johnson takes.
Yeah, here comes Johnson on the left side. Just looking for options. Going to go all the way now. Going to go outside to Van Hoof. Going to shift it to Smith for the mid-range. Not quite. And they do manage to get the rebound just about. Going to fall to Martell now. Now it's out with Ava Smith again. A little bit too much on that one as well. And Federal Way player just trips there, but managed to recover. It's going to be Baker just spinning away now. Took out. But she only got 2 girls up with her. A couple other girls were checking on her, the teammate on the floor, and didn't offer any support up in attack. Now here comes the and one from Kier for Federal Way. Could be now a 14-point game potentially. They have 4 minutes to do it. If it's a 14-point game, and realistically they can't give up anything at this stage, but it's possible.
No.
It's definitely possible.
I mean, they've been holding Claw for a minute now.
Yeah, defensively, this performance has been incredible. I don't know if we're giving enough credit to Federal Way. They have been so resolute defensively in the second half. It's incredible. Only giving up 16 points. And for this Unicorn team, which we've seen, they have scored a few teams this year. It's looking solid. Here comes Kier's free throw.
And it's good.
4 bounces off the rim, and it does go in. The luck is just swinging their way right now. If they can capitalize, we could be in for a bit of an interesting finish. Ava Smith out to Johnson. Going to go for the three-pointer. Airballed. Federal Way are going to get the ball back here. 3 minutes, 46 to go. Can Federal Way get needed? It looks like it's a timeout called.
Timeout called by the Eagles.
It's going to be Federal Way timeout. They've got it. I think that they can sense that they've got an opportunity here, and I can see they've got the fight in them. They take it.
I mean, like I said, we said this was going to be long. I mean, these, Federal Way, they've been, like we talked about earlier, they're definitely digging in deep now. They're talking about what they can do to come up and that 10-point deficit.
Absolutely. If you get into a single-digit deficit, you start to think, could you do it? It's currently 14-point deficit, not too far off. They just need a couple of things to go their way, get a couple of turnovers here from off of the Senior Claw team, which I think they can do it. They've had a few turnovers tonight already. If they can just, ideally, I think what Senior Claw want to try to do now is probably waste some clock. We just saw in the last possession, they went down pretty quick and they ended up airballing the three-pointer, so they give the pullback to Federal Way without doing too much of the clock up. That's not what you want to give. You don't want to give Federal Way time right now.
Yeah, I think on Enum Claw's, in Enum Claw's perspective, I think they were to just definitely man up and keep everything tight. Be able to make Federal Way drain that shot clock to force them into pressure.
Absolutely.
Like they were doing that in the first 2 quarters to gain that 30-point lead.
Yes, if we can press Federal Way into rushing some shots, Enum Claw, that's probably one of the best tactics they can use in defense right now. Is just rush them into shots and don't give away shooting fouls. I think Enum Claw, they don't want to foul out, and I think they've already committed over 5 fouls, at least in the third quarter. I don't know about this quarter. So they just do not want to foul right now. That's probably the worst thing they can do. Up, they're going to call that as a foul. What commentators curse on that one. So, yeah, it's going to be Federal Way ball here. They have not fouled out from the quarter yet. It's going to be McVeigh taking it in. Just looking for options. Ball in hand, looking for nobody open. They're going to go deep now to Baker. Coming around the right side, double covered. Going to go into McVeigh. Going to go back. It's going to be put up off the rim. Don't quite get. Oh, big tumble there from Kier. She's going to stay down. Potential injury here. That did not look good for Kier from Federal Way. This one could be a bit of a nasty one. Just waiting to see what happens here. Both teams are going to head to their respective benches, and medical staff from Federal Way look like they're going to come out and check on Kier. That was not a good tumble there. It was Ava Smith, it looks like, that was trying to rip it away and just a little bit too much force, ended up on the floor. Not what you want to see.
Yeah, looks like she had in the back of her head on the court.
Potentially, that's pretty. Head injuries are definitely not anything you want to take lightly. I've had a couple of them myself. I'm not playing sports, thankfully, but any sort of head injury, potential concussions, especially wood floor. Yeah, you don't want to take head injuries lightly, definitely. So just gonna take some time here for the medical staff. She is back on her feet now. Great sign to see. Looks like, yeah, she's holding the back of her head there. Probably, as you said, banged her head on the court. And she's going to be walking off to the bench now in tears, unfortunately. Just really, really sad to see. So it's going to take a little bit of time here for both teams to kind of collect themselves after that. She's going to head off to the bench. Now, hopefully she's okay for the rest of her season and no serious damage done there. Now, Enum Claw is back out in the court, just waiting for Federal Way to make some adjustments here. We got 3 minutes and 22 on the clock. And Enum Claw are going to be the ones to start with the ball here after that. Claire Lawton's going to be the one to pass it in. Looks like Maher is in now for Federal Way. And it's going to be with Johnson out the ball. Enum Claw really right now just need to choose some clocks and go out to Holt on the left side wing. Could have maybe taken the three-pointer, but I think she just wants to take that clock, like I said. Back to Johnson in the backcourt. Going to go stolen away by Maher almost. They're going to manage to keep it in, but it's just hounded by Van Hoof. They're going to get it up now.
Baker.
Coming around that left side, all the way back. Van Hoof on her. From the right side now to Lopez Ventura. Coming around, looking for options. Johnson's covering. Just looking for passes available. Maher tried to get the pass. That was going to end up almost in the stands. Looked to be Holt covering on that one. And Federal Way are going to retain possession here. Yeah, 2 minutes 40. They got to be as quick as possible right now. Going to be into Maher now at the point. Right side lane. She got Johnson on her. Coming left side.
Looking for
Baker.
Baker.
Holding it up.
Pressing
That
up.
was going to be a little bit
I'm a
too
whole
high for
tip at-
McVeigh, and the shot clock didn't even get close to attempting a shot there.
I mean, like we talked about, they need to, watch this clock, get it up in time.
Absolutely.
These little things, I mean, can cost them the whole game.
So 2 minutes 20 now. Claw taking here. It's going to be Lodgen. Now it's going to be up again. And that one looked to be Van Hoof taking, Smith taking a tumble. And they're going to call that out. It's going to be Claw ball still. Lodgen going to be the one to pass it in here. 2 minutes 15 to go. 14-point lead for the Hornets. Looking pretty good right now for them. Johnson going to be off the fingertips. Managed to keep it in. Now Federal Wave got a bit of an opportunity here. It's a 3-on-1. Claw defenders got back in time though, just about.
Tipping it out.
And passed out by Holt. That one is into a hallway. Very good for Claw to get back there. That could have been dangerous.
I mean, Holt sending it to the hallway was a good thing. There.
Absolutely. Maher's going to be the one to pass it now for Federal Way.
If she hadn't, that was an easy bucket for Federal Way. That's something
sure.
that Eden Claw wants to give up right now.
2 minutes to go. Can Federal Way get 14 points? It'd be a bit of a miracle now. They're going to put it up.
It's up to 2. And
Not quite. They are going to get the rebound. It looks like that one is going to be off of McVeigh's fingertips. Couldn't quite hold on. And now sub in for Claw. Martell in for Holt. And now Johnson's going to be taking it in here, just trying to run off some clock. Best thing they can do at this stage. And she's just going to hold it up in the backcourt in no hurry. Got Martell wide open on the left side. She's going to go there. Now just hold it up inside of the paint to Smith. Going to go outside the Largent. Doesn't go for the three-pointer. Inside to Van Hoof mid-range. Not quite. And it's going to be Smith. Not quite. We're going to call the shooting foul on that one. Good job from Claw. Get some clock down and get the 2 shots. Claw this half really pretty unfortunate with their shot conversion. They were getting a lot of luck, I'd say, especially with the 3-point line in that first half. And this half just, especially this quarter, almost none of their shots have gone.
Hasn't been looking too good this quarter, but
Fortunately, they have that lead to build upon, so that keep it safe. They've done enough.
like you said, they are in that lead, so they're able to fall back on that. As a team, you still don't want to, not score.
Yeah.
So, but Smith,
Both shots missed. Do get the rebound here. Largent 3-pointer.
Sends it up.
Go! 51-34 now. And that, I think, will be just about done and dusted for Claw. We've got a minute 25 to go here. Can Federal Way muster up anything left? Out with Baker at the left side wing. Gonna go right side, almost stolen by Van Hook. Go for the 3-pointer. In and out there from Lopez Ventura, and it's gonna be Federal Way ball. Just waiting for one that goes to tie her shoe. I think it's Baker there on the floor, just tying her shoe. And Maher now going to be passing it in. We got a minute and 11 to go, 1-1-1. And that's going to be a shooting foul call. Federal Way with an opportunity to get some points here.
51-34 as of right now.
Just a little bit of discussion between McVeigh and Bongono on who's going to take. It's going to be Bongono with the 2 shots. Just waiting for the referee to get set up. And now here we go. Ball in Bongono's hands. First shot is up. Not quite airballed. There's not enough power on that one at the end of the day. Looks like a triple substitution coming in for Federal Way now after this free throw. Be Barrett, Jeffries, and one other coming in for the Eagles. Second shot does go, 51-34. Now those substitutions are going to be made. Looks like Lopez Ventura coming out, as well as Baker coming out, and Maher coming out. It's going to be correct as the third girl in Federal Way, and here comes Claw. 1 minute to kill.
16-point
About to do anything
deficit.
crazy. Now they're going to go inside Van Hoof for the 2 points. Got it.
Oh, just misses
Or
it.
just missed. Looked like went in from my perspective. A little bit too eager on the court there. Yeah, best of us. 51-35 now with a minute to go. Federal Way are going to go back. And they're going to drive forward here. It's going to be, looks like Randy on that. And it's going to be up
Sends it up.
Not quite. It was Barrett there, almost climbing over and go to get the rebound, but not quite. Ingham Clark coming forward. It's going to be up with Johnson. Martell's wide open in the corner. Not right now. Now she's going to get in the corner. It's going to be Johnson. And it's going to be lodging three-pointer.
What a laser. Right to the basket.
54-35. It's a 19-point lead with 26 seconds. Potentially the last possession now for Federal Way. Can they get anything else? McVeigh, 2 points, not quite. Johnson gets the rebound off of Martell's hands, and now they can just run off the clock here with 14 to go. So here comes Johnson now up over half court line, and it's just going to be up with Van Hoof just holding on to it. She knows what she's doing. She's just keeping it in her hands now, and Federal Way aren't even going to try. That's going to be game. 54-35 Enum Claw. While the scoreboard might suggest a 19-point lead, in reality, this game was much closer than that, arguably.
It was a great game from both girls. I mean, just absolute amazing showing from both teams.
Absolutely. Both teams really physical. Federal Way, you could see that they wanted it. They really looked like they might have had a chance to get into it. I think they just ran out of steam a little bit towards the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. They just couldn't quite get it done. But ultimately, 19-point loss should not feel like a 19-point loss in this team. I think they should be very proud of what they've done. This team is a really good team. They sit now at 5-7. This team, if they can put the pieces together, has the makings of a good team now and in the future.
All right, everybody.
That will do it for our broadcast tonight. We leave you with the final score from Enumclaw High School. Enumclaw 54, Federal Way 35. We will see you next time on the KLAW Broadcast Network. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right.
Okay. Good shit. You immediately stop putting the stuff away.
Good shit, guys.